Okay. Concluding remarks. I am not an eloquent speechwriter, as you may have discovered by now, but I do have a few things that I really wanted to say. Last year, when I stood here with my acceptance speech, I did a little bit lighthearted, maybe a little bit too lighthearted, poking fun at Madeline and Bill for trapping me, not in a car, but in a restaurant. But the truth of the matter is, I truly was honored, humbled that you would even ask me. And I know those words you throw around a lot, but I sincerely mean that. It's just been a pleasure to serve you. Scott said last year, I remember he said right afterwards that, he said, what you have to do is, he said, enjoy the job, embrace it, it will go quickly. And I thought, well, he's just saying that. You know, right? Turns out, Scott, you were absolutely right. I did that. I enjoyed the job, the 11 and a half months so far, but and I really tried to embrace and do as good as I could. But I can't believe how quickly it went by. It's just amazing. It doesn't seem like a year since I stood up here last time. It had been. It just went very fast. I've visited quite a number of clubs. I didn't get them all, but I got several. Pretty well covered the state from end to end, side to side. I went from Belleville to Gurnee and Grace Lake. The other way, I went from Rantoul to Quad Cities. Pretty well covered it all. I didn't get every club in there. I plan to keep doing that next year. I'm gonna get the ones that missed. But I remember when I first looked at the map, seeing where everybody was at, and for some reason, eyes stopped on Aledo, and I thought, you want me to drive all the way to Aledo to watch a bunch of frogs jump around? Seriously. Turns out I just had a blast. That was one of the best events. It's just incredible. If you've not had a chance to get there, you really should go.
4th of July.
4th of July, yes. It's a great time. And I think it kind of exemplifies the whole thing of exchange clubs and communities and events and participation. The people were just so appreciative. They were having such a good time. The kids were having a great time. And it was just a wonderful event. As I said, I've enjoyed it. We've got some good things done, I think, over the year. As Joe mentioned, a couple of the principal functions of the district is to build clubs and strengthen existing clubs. And a large part of which is increasing the membership. And I'm sorry that I have not done maybe as much as I should have, could have, would have in that regard. That's my biggest disappointment, I guess, for the year. But I would like to thank all of you who have helped me, and there have been a lot of you. And I'm not going to mention too many names. The danger, as you know, the danger of doing that is you mention a few names, you're going to forget somebody, and then they're going to be upset with something. I won't do that. But to all of you who helped me through this year, thank you so much. You know who you are. I know who you are. So, thanks. And as many of you know, unfortunately, was gone quite a bit last year. Family situation. But when I stood up here last year, talking about how I perceive my role in this organization, I likened it to an orchestra, and this being the conductor who maybe writes the score and sets the schedule and that sort of thing, and just kind of keeps the tempo going after that. But when I was away, when I was gone, the orchestra just kept playing. It did. Everyone here, you know your job, you know your instruments well, and you continue to make good music. So thank you for that. Pam, of course, I think, I've not read her speech, but I think Pam will probably talk about her new team and some of the members. But I do want to mention a few names about the team members that I've had who are leaving. Dennis Cook, of course, has announced his retirement as VP. You're going to stay on as VFR. But Dennis has just been a tremendous help. His years of experience, his knowledge, he was just the go-to guy, and I needed some help. Sandy Thomas is retiring as treasurer. Sandy's unwavering attention to detail and stickler for this is well, got to be right here and there. And thank you, Sandy. That's exactly what that job needed. Sandy Southworth is probably the most organized person Sandy anticipates every possible situation, and she's got a plan. If this happens, here's what we're going to do. If this happens, here's what we're going to do. It's just amazing, Sandy. I've spent my lifetime flying with the seat of my pants, and I'm just not used to that. Thank you, Sandy. Cynthia Lee. Cynthia's not here tonight, unfortunately. Most of you, I think, know what a great job Cynthia's done over the years. John Hummel has announced that he's going to retire. Oh, there you go. John is just a consummate gentleman. John, conscientious about visiting the clubs, working with them, doing the reports. As I said, he's retiring. This is what your last month at doing the speakers throughout this, the trainers, all the programs. John's sitting here taking notes. He took copious notes of all these things. And I didn't ask him, but I'm sure he was thinking, how can I help the clubs I'm involved with? That's just the kind of guy he is and has been. Madeline, the award you got was well deserved. The word that Dawn used, exemplary. I think that's perfect. Exemplary conduction and keeping us up to date on the social media newsletters. And I teased her in the board meeting last night that she, of course, never could have done that without the technical support that Bill gave her. It's all right. I owe you, Bill.
We love you.
And I'd also like to welcome our fellow exchangeite from Wisconsin. I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be a great partnership. And the cheese curds were great. At the mid-year conference, maybe some Kringles would be nice.
What flavor?
Almond, yes, I love the almond. No fruit, I don't like fruit. But anyway, I'll in my position, I'll do anything I can, what I can to make them feel welcome and be part of the team. Except, I will not become a Packer fan. I'm sorry.
It's not required.
Thank you.
It's subject to.
We have time. We have time.
Been a Bear fan for 50 years, and we don't like it.
Go Bears! This is our year.
I wish Pam and her new team all the success in the world, and sincerely, and anything I can do to help, I certainly will. I've enjoyed my term as president. I'm a little ashamed to admit to you that really I got more out of it than I put in it. I did. I got a lot from this past year, and I just want you to know that I really appreciate the opportunity to stand here and work in this job for a year. So thank you very much.